Oh, it is so cold. Now let's move on to the makeup, the primers. Alright, so you guys, you know I talk about this non-stop, the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. There's two of them. The airbrush one literally like fills in every pores you have. So just dab it on the areas you think you're gonna need a lot of makeup on, and it fills it right in. Okay. This is the Hourglass Airbrush Stick Foundation, and I like to apply it with my brush so it's very precise. We're just gonna dab, dab, dab. I hate heavy foundation, and anything that can't be generally covered, I will go in with a concealer. Alright, so now that most of my foundation is on, I'll let you see a nice glowy complexion that's kind of even. All I'm going to do is go in with my concealer. This is from Rosy Ink. Absolutely love this. Oops, too much. And we're just going to dab on any areas that needs extra camouflaging. Like this little pesky pimple that just popped up and won't go away. Okay, so now looks more flawless. We're gonna set it with the Hourglass Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray. I actually like to set my face multiple times. One after I put on my foundation as a base, and the second time after my makeup. This mist is super fine, and then we wait for it to dry. Love this. Okay, so let's do, this is the translucent Laura Mercier translucent loose powder in a glow, and I like to put that on after my setting spray is dried, just to seal it in, cover all the creases. And because this is glow, it has a little bit of reflective particles, so that when you step into the light or the camera, you're basically very glowy. So this is like translucent glow. Okay, I think that is the base of my makeup. It looks very natural, very glowy. Let me step into the light. You can see it looks super natural. I don't look cakey. It looks like I'm glowing from within. And let's do makeup. Okay, so most important part on my face, I consider it to be, is the eyebrows, because it really sets the tone of whether you want it to look kind of sexy with the arched eyebrow or kind of like Korean with the flat straight line. And I like to prime my eyebrow with Rosy Ink. This is Eyebrow Gel Fill 01, which is kind of clear. And you just go in, give it some foundation and definition. And I said that my eyebrow has been semi-permanently tattooed, but it still needs to be filled and prepped. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. And my eyebrows are very set apart, and I don't like that because it makes your face look wider. So what I usually try to do is like push it in, either by drawing extra lines or by using eyebrow powder. But today I think I'm gonna draw it in. Good. Okay, now we even it out on the other side. Okay, so now the eyebrows are drawn in and even, I like to do the fill it in with Eyebrow Color. Those are both from Rosy Ink. This is the number 5. It's a little bit darker. I think I'm gonna go for that. Why is it not blending? Okay. It's okay if it's too much, you just dab it away. There you go. So I like to brush up and then you push it down. Brush up and then push it down a little bit. And that's my eyebrows. Alrighty, so for my dress, it's very black. It's black and dark, and I don't want to pile on a whole lot of heavy makeup, so this is going to stay very clean with a little hint of color, and I'm going to use the Quad from Tom Ford. This is the Seductive Rose. So it's got all the colors that I wanted with a little bit of mauve and pink to highlight the eye area. So this quad palette, you can't go wrong. A novice should be able to do it. You go in with the lightest shade. And you put on your base all over your eyelid. It's got a little hint of pink, which is very pretty. Different brush, and we're gonna go in with a little darker color for the crease. Lightly at first, you can always build, versus you go guns a-blazing and you can't really take off. Nice, this is beautiful. It's almost like a dark eggplant color. And Tom Ford's pigments are really, really good. Okay, now that my crease is done, I like to go in with a flat brush and kind of go underneath to have a continuation of color, and it's more cohesive. There's no right or wrong way of doing makeup because everybody has their own method, and I'd say whatever works for you, go with it. All right, so now the bottom lid and lashes have a little bit of color as well that goes into the corner. And we're gonna do the shiny ones. Okay, so I like the top lid to have a little pop of color, so we're gonna use this Shimmery Rosette. And you just dab it on the highest part of the lid. The camera eats the makeup like crazy. So, I need to do a little more to have more shimmer. There we go. And I also like that to open up my corners of my eye. So you just dab it on the corner, like so. And then we're gonna do the lower lash line as well with a darker shade of shimmer. There we go, you see a little bit of shimmer. Okay, now that it's done, I'm gonna do a little bit of highlight on my nose and the cheekbones. This is my tried and true Clé de Peau Luminizing Face Enhancer. My color is number 14. It's like a peachy color. I just like to run it on the bridge of my nose, my cheekbone, and a cupid's bow. Ooh. And then for the face, I like to use a Fenty Beauty. This is the Kilowatt Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. And I like to just combine them because it gives like a nice peachy glow. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. A little tiny bit of color. So you can see I blend them in a lot and they're kind of a little worn. There you go. Okay, so the thing about lashes, I absolutely despise wearing false lashes. If I can avoid it, I will. So we are going to do multiple layers, starting with priming them. This primer is called You Kiss. It's an Asian brand. And actually I'm gonna do it on here. I mean, I don't know if you can tell the difference. So this one's primed, This one is not. Okay, you can already tell that the prime lashes looks a little bit more lifted, a little bit longer, a little fuller. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, and I'm gonna go in with my curler. Now that my eyelashes are curled, we are going to do the waterproof. This is a Japanese one. I swear by it because it's the hardest mascara to remove. You need to buy a special solution to get it removed. And it also has, I don't know if you can see, like fibers. It lengthens your eyes. I'm not gonna do it now. I'm gonna need my special mirror to go in deep. Okay, this is the first layer. I mean, it's already a lot higher than before, and we're gonna go let it dry for a little bit and then go in with the second layer. And finally, for my little tiny lower lashes, I like to use Perfect Diary. It's got this micro little brush, and you can really go in and get all the lashes. Okay, so here's a close-up look of the eye makeup. Oops, before we do the lips, we have to do the eyeliner. I like to go in with the flat tip brush again, and then I'm gonna use black and basically just like line as close to my lash line as possible. Actually, I'm gonna do it with my magnifying mirror, and I'll come back. Okay, now that it is aligned, it kind of gives like a grip to your eyeliner so that it holds better, if you know what I mean. So the two I love to use the most is the Sicilia So Intense black eyeliner. I love the felt tip, super precise, and also Physicians Formula. This is also super fine. Let's focus, there we go. So that's how I do my cat eye. So now this is done. We are going to set it one more time. Alrighty, the eye makeup is done, finally. And now we move on to the lips. Okay, so for the lips, we're gonna line it, but also I like to prime it with like a matte base. This is Dear Dahlia lip tint in Teddy Bear. Oh no, Buddy, I'm sorry, Buddy. And this is a really smooth lip tint. It really glides on. It has a velvety texture. And because I know I'm going for red-orange color, this is a nice base to basically fill in all the lines and creases, and it's non-drying. I absolutely love it. I love it for every day, but I also love it to wear as a base. I do that. I'm gonna line my lips. This lip liner is from Laura Mercier. The color is Saffron, and it's a long wear lip liner. Let's do this. There you go. I bust out my tried and true YSL. This is number 13, and it's more of the color that I was going for. It's super fiery red. And here we go. This is my red carpet makeup look. So thanks for watching.